everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Nicole. If you're old, welcome back and Happy New Year's. It is New Year's Eve and I don't go out. If you missed my previous explanation, I don't go out. I don't party. I don't care. All New Year's Eve is, we survived another year. No wonder. I don't know. I just haven't been into celebrating New Year's ever, really, except when I was a teenager, I guess, and a kid. You know, you look forward to staying awake to 12. But anyway, that explains the lovely gold lip. And I forgot my eyeshadow primer has glitter in it. I forgot this elf stuff does, but it was in here. So anyway, I'm fixing to test out another palette that you probably have seen. Is ended up being longer, but I purchased it with some Kohl's cash, though I didn't really go to this palette. I went to the glitter, really, that I purchased from, or that I got from Influencer and Kohl's. They sent me like $10 in Kohl's cash to use towards the purchase, if they still had to buy something. That's how Influencer will get you, though. They say, oh, you have to go buy or go travel an hour to another store and try something. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I swatched it really quickly a few minutes ago. The Pure Pro times Etienne, who's apparently a makeup artist, and we're going to go ahead and get into it and see if I can make a look that'll complement this lovely gold lipstick that was from Ulta bag. And I was like, hey, put that in a giveaway. Who would wear it? Except for like on New Year's and on, because it's not matte. Around Halloween. So this is the Revlon Lustrous Lipstick in Gold Goddess. So yeah, this is what the Etienne palette looks like. It's upside down, so it'll really look like that. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Go ahead and set this lovely shiny primer with, okay, this is really powdery, like I barely like touching that, like so I'm gonna go ahead and set that with this white shade. Very powdery, like anyway. But if you do celebrate and go with family, like my family just doesn't, like, I don't even think my brother and the kids stay up till like midnight. They might. I just think I'm going to go into 1988, which looks like a taupey brown. Like a light one. They got like one below it that almost looks like a darker mixed with gray. I took off my previous eye look that I did with the Huda Beauty palette. I'll link that Huda bone over there. To do this, but I left on my mascara, and I might still have some on my lash line. We're just going to ignore that if I do. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Testing out everything and how it looks. I'm going to say the first transition color I usually go in with doesn't show up on me much. Unless I lay down a really white base, which I normally don't do. So, if you go or you go out and go drinking, that's fine. I'm not judging you if you don't make out. Like, I don't. If that's your prerogative, that's your prerogative. I don't care what you do. As long as you're old enough, really. But yeah, you know, your business. But it's just, now I did that partying years ago and got over it really quickly. That was me. Might be more like, I went into Lola, which is the darker one. That might be more me though. I just don't like crowds much. In the past years, except for like last year and this year, because my brother's youth group, like, their parents decided, well, we're going here and there and yonder instead of going to Extreme, which we normally do, which is it's a big Christian conference, mostly for, you know, teenagers, and then the chaperones always went as a chaperone. But I love music, and I like Christian music, and Christian rock music is awesome, like Skillet, Red, and those have mostly been the new song. Is it new song? Not new song. Newsboys. They're really good, like rocking out and live on concerts. So I've always, well, this is gonna be smoky eye. Why not? I went up way higher on that side than this side, so we're gonna correct that. So I've always went. I've taught like all the younger generations how to mosh pit, and even the parents are like, "That's mosh pit." I was like, technically, it'd be different at a real rock concert. The area in front of the stage is mosh pit. That's what it's called anyway. So I always done that. I always loved that. I've always like volunteered to chaperone with my brother, which my brother's always been grateful, because for years it would just be like him and his wife going to watch these kids, or even just him sometimes, and it's like he needed the extra hand a lot of times, so to help clean up too. It's not all fun and games. You gotta clean up after the kids. We get them to clean up. So anyway, we would always go to that, and I wanted to go because Chris Tomlin was there tonight. But no, Nicole doesn't get what she wants. They didn't, because I love Chris Tomlin live. He's like just the best live. He's not even rock, but he's the best. I always loved his voice anyway, but he's like the best live ever. So I just wanted to go for that reason. But anyway, I've done that there's so many years that I've been to that. I go and help my brother with that, and Jen and all them. I hope you don't have any more glitter on you. I'll probably just help you grab this brush and go into what would complement this lovely gold lipstick. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go dark, really. But let me go into Xenon, which is a shimmer, like, moon color. That's normally what I do on New Year's. Like, I always still like celebrate and ring in the new year. So I've always done that, normally for years, except for like a year missed here and there, and we've missed the past 2 years. So. And I really wanted to go see Chris Tomlin this year, so I'm sad about that. But there's a concert around the corner that I'm going to and taking my nephew to, because he's my little rock kid. So, how intense that showed up. Very intense. Try it with my finger. There we go. A little bit better. Like inner third, inner half, somewhere around there. Alright. I brought my color switch in, so I'm excited about that. That's mainly what I do. Like, and I guess it's because my birthday's right around the corner. That and I don't even do anything for my birthday usually because it's so cold. I hate the cold. No. I don't do anything. I'm like, no. I don't have to go out. I don't need to go out after I get off work when it's dark and the coldest. Nope. Oh, I'm in Midnight right there. The other color was Xenon that I put on the inner. Midnight is this navy. I'm trying to see if I can build up really pretty. Like last year, and last year, you gotta figure, I had just gotten back into makeup for like a couple months. I started like watching YouTube videos, didn't know anything about the beauty community until I started watching videos like last September, and they just happened to pop up in my feed. I don't know if it's I was Googling something about makeup, maybe like a Better Foundation or Elf Cosmetics website, something like that, because like I was the one who all I did use was drugstore, and I used Elf or NYX and Elf were my two go-tos. And I used Elf because it's like $6 for the BB cream, even though it's almost impossible to really color match. It wasn't the greatest. I still used it because it was cheap. And I do that and buy a NYX powder, which I thought was so expensive. Still is like $10 for powder, you know. And then I learned. But, you know, I would use one thing up completely before buying anything else. Like eyeshadow, I had like eyeshadow quads. Use and use up. And a lot of times I wasn't even wearing eyeshadow or mascara or anything like that. I was like really like sparingly use things. And I started getting into makeup and learning about brows and how to actually blend out your crease, which, you know, I still have to do in just a second. But yeah, so take that 1988 shade and blend out everything. That one that didn't really show up on me right there. These aren't so powdery. It's just that white one. Oh, I'm gonna hit blend it up. So anyway, like it was so cold on my birthday last year, but then like a week later it was in the 70s. It's the weirdest. Like I started, the high was 22 on my birthday, and like the low was 11, which is like tomorrow's forecast here. And it's almost as bad today, and it's like already dropping out there. Anyway, like that, we have a wind chill advisory because the wind chill is supposed to be reading -10 to 0. Like, yeah, no. You know, all y'all crazy people want to go park in this weather, you go right ahead. I hate when my nose gets cold. I hate when my ears get cold. The tips of my finger. No. Any part of my body. Because immediately when my nose gets cold, I'm going to take that. It's called Strict. It's that white one. The brow bone. Immediately when it gets like that, I didn't go in more with the blue on that side. My nose starts running. The reason why I don't like to when it's cold, I'm like, no, just no. But anyway, so like we didn't do anything on my birthday because it was so cold, and then like the next Friday after my birthday or 6 days later, whatever it was like perfect. Like I was wearing a dress and like it's a long dress, but I didn't have any. I don't think I wore tights underneath it. No. And, or maybe I did, but it was like 70. It might have been like upper 60, something like that. It was like crazy. So, yeah. So I just don't even, but anyway, like we went to the outdoor mall and went to Sephora and Ulta and all that good stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and use this, and I'm going to use a different shade. I kind of want to see. I'm going to go into Paradise. I want to see how this purple, because if you watch my video, the swatches, like this purple swatch darker than it does in the pan. And Pure, as far as I can tell, is like vegan, even if none of all their products say that. Which I don't think none of them do, but I think that's because it's a whole process to go and be like veganized or something, or get read as vegan. Or certified as, so they just don't, or maybe they use something that is not, but they don't use carmine like in any of their stuff. So I still feel like I went higher with that blue on the side. I did. There we go. Maybe that's right. There we go. Alright. So, I'm going to take this Galaxy just because I want to see what it does. That's the charcoal gray color. And go in the outer. Oh, no. Wrong brush. Wrong brush. Bad enough under eye circles. I don't need you making it worse. Oh, well, it doesn't look bad. It's very smoky, though. I didn't connect all that mess. I'm happy with that. It's a very cool tone that one is. Now when I swatched it, when I look at the pan, I didn't think that these were very warm, these shades, like up through here. But they are until you get to right there. But the rest of these are pretty warm toned, and I didn't think that they would be. I thought they were all cool toned. So you do have your options, so it's a good, like, kind of neutral with a little bit of pops here and there. Of whether you want cool or warm tone. I decided to go cool. Bruised, obviously. Bruised is the rage. Alright, and that is my look for the Pure Pro times Etienne palette. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope y'all see what I was doing and y'all like the finished look. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodles!